Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Yuragi-Sou no Yuuna-San episode 9. So last episode we continued right where we left off with the previous episode, episode 8, or 7 I should say, where Kogarashi is captured and is in front of the dragon god. Sagiri is still trying to get into the building to get to Yuna, which he eventually does, along with Koyuzu. I'm looking at their names in case you're wondering how I remember. They end up finding her. However, Oboro, whose name I actually remember, I didn't have to look, was there and attacked her. She was too strong for her, so she beat her pretty easily. So she grabbed Sagiri and Yuna and brought them down to the courtyard area where Kogarashi and the god are. And Kogarashi is basically distracting him by telling him that they've done a whole bunch of different things together. Him and Yuna. Because he was asking him what him and Yuna have done. And he brings up, like, kissing, and he's like, no, we haven't done that. But we have done everything else. Making him incredibly angry. And then when Oboro brings Sagiri down there, she says that I guess he can take her also as a wife, which he was excited for. Kogarashi ended up getting free. I think that the god hit him, and he went flying backwards, and wherever he landed broke the wooden like cuffs that he was wearing. That's what I'm calling them because it was kind of like handcuffs, but it's not. It's like a big wooden board that goes around like your wrists. Breaks it, so he's free. And everybody's trying to stop him from fighting this guy because he's incredibly powerful. However, Kogarashi comes up and punches him in the stomach and sends him flying through the castle and tells them that he was at one point possessed by the spirit of a really powerful like medium who taught him all of his like abilities and tricks, and so he's powerful enough to fight with gods. He knocked the guy out. And then he starts fighting with Oboro, who he didn't realize was a woman, because he did say that the only thing he can't punch is women. So she starts fighting him. And he ends up, like, slicing the clothes around her chest area, and he sees that she's a woman. And so, I mean, he can't fight her now, apparently. Because, I mean, can't hit women. But Nonko and Yaya show up along with Koyuzu. Apparently, I don't know how they knew they would be there, but they were already at the entrance to the cave where they were to find them, and Koyuzu explains the situation, and they go in to help, and they're like, well, as soon as we got there, we noticed that the boss was already beaten, so, I mean... Now, she's saying this, holding Oboro's... I mean, as a Nonko is saying this, holding Oboro's, like, glaive, whatever thing is called, kind of like a spear, but not a spear. Like, holding it with her hand. No. I think she had her arms as, like, blades, and she was holding that. Like, she just stopped it mid-swing, and it didn't even hurt her hand. And they're like, well, I mean, Nakai wanted to show up, or Chitose, whatever they call her, wanted to show up, but we told her it would probably be best if she stayed behind. And they explained during the episode, like right after they bring that up, that she's like almost like a luck god, giving people good luck or bringing misfortune. So if she would have come and done something to the Black Dragon God, dragon gods deal with like the weather and like rain and stuff like that. If she would have come and done something to him, it could have been catastrophic for the area or anything dealing with what he's in charge of. So best that she stayed behind. And they end up coming to an agreement on getting the rest of them out of there. Kogarashi talks with Oboro and they come up with a plan where Oboro is going to go to the Black Dragon God, which she does, and explains that seeing his devotion to both Yuna and Sagiri, who are kind of floating up into the air a little bit, mainly because they are created by Koyuzu, who are making it look like they are going up to heaven. Because of his devotion, it like washed away all of their unfinished business, basically, and they were going to move up to heaven, and he bought it. And Yuna says that it probably would have been better if she did marry him because she's like a big problem for Kogarashi, and he's like, do you really think I would have come here if you were a big problem for me? I mean, he doesn't care that she tosses him out the window all the time. I mean, he cares, but not like... It doesn't, like, make him mad or anything. It's just his daily routine now. And they go to, like, a little flashback with Oboro in front of, like, this screen where I think the Black Dragon God's mother was telling her to help make the clan stronger. After that, they cut to the inn where everybody's asleep. They go into Kogarashi and Yuna's room, and he's waking up. He rolls over and accidentally grabs a boob. And he's like, what is this? And he wakes up, and Oboro is sleeping next to him with basically her top off. Didn't even care that he grabbed her boob. Mainly because she said that she has decided that she is going to have a child with him to help make the clan stronger, since he's powerful. He didn't seem to be too into that. I would totally be into that, but that's just me. I'm not powerful, so I have no issue. Like, there would be no way she would come looking for me, but if I was in this anime and I was, like, powerful and she came over and said that, then I'd be fine with it. But he didn't seem too into it, and Yuna was a little surprised as well. One, that she was in the room, and two, that she just said this. So, yeah. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that's where it leaves off. I don't know if it's going to pick up right from there or if it's going to be like more into the day, but I'm pretty sure she's going to be sticking around, which is fine with me. So let's get into the episode and see what's going on. See what kind of moves she's going to be putting on, on Kogarashi. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. Come on. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.